Oh my God. This damn rebel.
He's figured out how to
I got
press
the
the button.
official soundboard cracking off, y'all. Over 20 sounds.
Oh, yeah. This is about to be.
I'm still working out the bugs and the kinks, but it's gonna get smoother by the day. Listen. Yes, Rebel got the soundboards. These women are out here choosing to be single moms, right? They're choosing to be single moms. Yo, no, still
I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, just everyone on the panel, please stay muted until this man is done talking. Let me just give a little disclaimer. Okay, this man is speaking for himself. A lot of the women in here, you're not going to like a lot of the things that he has to say. If you see me laugh, I'm not laughing at what he's saying. This man has a soundboard, and
now he's laughing at what I'm saying. He lying.
never expect the sounds, and I don't know what sound it's gonna be. So, ladies, just hang in there, okay? Hang in there. When he's done, I'll let the ladies on the panel respond. And while he's talking, y'all can say however you feel in the chat. But go ahead, Rebel.
Listen, like I was saying, right? hey, hey, ladies, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive, like Noah was saying. Keep hope alive, ladies, and just hang on. But yeah, these women, because they're in their feelings, because they feel a certain type of way. They turn themselves into single mothers, right? They run off from the marriage, right? They're out of there. They out of there, right? They leave the marriage, they turn themselves into single mothers, and then they want to, all of a sudden, he was, abusive, misogynistic, he was this and that, and they're, insert buzzwords or whatever that they're gonna, yo, no, it's over there dying.
I'm sorry, y'all. These sound effects. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh shit. I'm crying right now. Right. And then they turn themselves into single mothers and they sing the sad song about this and that, and I'm a single mother struggling. But you were the one who chose to be the single mother. You were the one who decided to file for divorce. And you're the one decided to be the one who files for divorce and break up the family. And guess what? To all the women who filed for divorce for some whatever shit reason, you're a home wrecker. Just like the women, the flatback Kayleys that go into these marriages and wreck the home, you're a home wrecker. Yes, I said all the women who said, "Oh, he cheated, he was a misogynist," and didn't want to, stay with the husband and stick it out at least for a couple years until the children are grown, then maybe divorce him, right? Until the children are grown. You're a home wrecker. Right? And real quick, I'm not going to say too much. Then we get back to the regular schedule programming. Listen, Miss Scorpio, I'm sorry, but you're either teaching or condoning being a single mother. You said you would, instead of her finding a good husband, a man that's going to protect, provide, and help her raise the children, right, and be a good man with morals and characteristics, you would rather her be a single mother out there and this listen, she would rather her be a single mother than actually have a man. That's how you know she has disdain for men, and that's how you know she's just so delusional that it's just the delusion is off the charts right now. The delusion is off the charts.
Scorpion Queen, do you want? I'll let you, Scorpion Queen. Do you have a response to what he just said immediately?
Why? Why would I talk to a delusional man? That's a waste of my time. Because
Ma'am,
you
I'm
you
not.
already you already hey, you already said that we're not going to like what he has to say, and obviously he's an clear man. He's a misogynistic man. The one he's claiming that we're supposed to stay with, even when they're lying, cheating, and misbehaving. We make ourselves single mothers that we're supposed to stay with the lying, the cheating, the disrespect, with the STDs and everything else. The outside kids that's supposed to come along with the lying, the cheating, and the disrespect. Yeah, no, thank you. And again, my daughter can choose whatever she likes. If she wants to be a single mom, as far as artificial insemination, that's completely up to her. If she wants to find a good man, which is very hard to find from what I can see, if she finds a good man and they are together and they build a family, I am for it too. My daughter can do whatever she likes. The same for my son. I support them long as it's not on no crazy stuff. I support them in whatever decisions that they make. But I've seen both sides. I've seen good marriages and I've seen bad marriages. And I wouldn't recommend no woman stay in a bad marriage. I don't care for the children or whatever, because that doesn't make any sense.
A
Do you have
bad
a response
marriage.
Wait,
level?
the thing is, when it comes to marriage, it changed from just I and what I want. It's about we. The children need their parents, both parents in the
Yeah,
same
my
house.
daughter doesn't need to concede that her dad is continuously cheating and her mom
Okay.
is accepting that.
Okay.
I was teaching my daughter that I condone his behavior. Is that what you guys want for your daughters? Because that's not what I want for my
No,
daughter.
no, I wouldn't want that for your daughter either. But you say you wouldn't condone anything silly or whatever, but you did just say that you wouldn't have a problem with her getting artificially inseminated, right?
How's that silly? That's safe. You don't have to deal
That's
with
that's
baby
not
daddy
that's not
drama. You
that's
don't have to
that's not
deal
two
with
parents.
That's making
STDs.
her
That's
a
not
single
two.
mother.
That's that's
Uh-uh.
that's not that's not being a responsible parent. You need two parents.
No, I'm sorry. My daughter can choose whichever way she decides to
Okay.
choose, and I'm going to support her. That's just how I feel.
Okay. What if she have a son? Do you want him to carry himself like a man and know what men do and how men should carry themselves?
Most men don't carry themselves like men, so that's a hard
Oh,
for me to answer.
okay. So because you've been poisoned mentally,
Wow.
you don't mind it being passed on to the next generation.
I would like for her son to be a strong, independent, a strong man in his
A
own
woman,
right.
but a woman can't teach that to a
But these
man.
men are teaching bad behaviors that's also recycled, that they
Okay.
can give the bare minimum, that they can cheat on their wives, and it's okay that they can. It's okay. Your wife will still be there. Y'all supposed to work through it through thick and thin. That's You're
Is that
supposed
what
to accept to
is that
live in
what your dad
foolishness.
did?
No,
Is that what your dad? Then why is it the only examples you coming up with are negative ones?
He
I'm
got a
sorry.
point.
Say
I'm
what
only
now?
being I'm only being logical from what I see and what I've
No,
experienced.
no, but no, you're not being logical because you just said your dad wasn't like that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. My dad is from another time. In this time currently, and even those men then, I did a story on this. Those men were cheating and stuff then, and the women stayed because they didn't have any other choice. Divorce wasn't as widely accepted as it is now. A lot of those women were being abused and just hurt and
Was your
unhappy,
was your
but
wait
they
wait
dealt with it because they didn't
was
have
your
any other
mom being
choice.
abused? Was
Oh,
your
my mom
mom
didn't
being
play that,
abused?
Holmes. My mom didn't
Then
play
what are you
that.
talking? Then why is it every example you're giving not even the one that you saw in your own house?
No, my husband. Now, overall, my husband was a good
I'm talking about your mom and
husband.
dad. I'm
Oh,
talking about your mom and
my mom
dad.
didn't play that. My daddy get hit upside the head real quick. She didn't play.
Mm.
And so it's hard for me. And I tried to stick it out and be with him, with my husband, but it just didn't work. I want my daughter to be happy either way. I want my son to be happy either way. If he finds a good woman, and be with her, and they get married, have children, whatever the case may, whatever they decide, I want them to be happy and healthy. But as far as myself, I'm taking myself out of their stuff because, like you said, they're going to grow up. They're going to go off and live their own lives. So what they do outside of me, it has nothing to do with me.
So you are condoning single motherhood, correct?
Yes, if that's what you want. Yes, I am. I'm a single mother
It
myself.
so
So yes.
isn't it your job as the parent to at least try to inform or teach the child that hey, the stove is hot, don't touch the stove or you're going to get burned. or you're just gonna sit. Hey, if they want to touch the stove and get burned,
It
hey,
is. I'm
isn't it
telling you,
your
and
job?
my daughter again has watched the behaviors of the people around her. We have long conversations about certain things, and again, she's decided she doesn't want to get married, and she's talked about not having kids. But if she did want to have kids, she would probably do the artificial insemination, and I understand her reasoning. I understand. Either way, I condone and I support her in whatever decision that she makes.
Isn't
Isn't
Rebel,
it
her
your
Rebel,
reasoning
job?
Rebel,
being
Rebel,
selfish
Rebel,
though?
Rebel. Let me ask her, Rebel, I want to ask her a quick question before you continue back for her. Does it not sound, Miss Scorpion Queen? Does it not sound kind of odd that an 18-year-old that's a freshman in college is already thinking about when she does want to have a child, not even having a child by like the natural method of having a child? That's why I asked you earlier about your views and your experiences. Like I know you said that she saw certain things, but like I said, like I told you earlier, I'm sure your views and the things that you've said, I'm sure that that's rubbed off on your daughter, because now it's sounding to me, at least, I'm just speaking for me. I'm not speaking for anyone else on this panel. But to
You
me, it
speaking for
sounds
me
like
too?
your daughter has like bad faith in men, just like you have bad faith in men. And she hasn't even experienced men for real in her life yet. She's 18 years old.
And you may be right. But again, like I said, she's watched the experience of me and her father. She's seen some of the stuff. She told me a lot of stuff that he was doing that I didn't even know. So what about his accountability? Did he not try to protect his daughter and not let her see some of the bullshit that he was doing? No, he didn't think about the family. Where's the we when it comes to him instead of it always being on the woman? That is the problem with a lot of the men and wanting women to stick it out and stay with them and accept their foolishness and the bullshit when there's no accountability for the men, but only for the women. The women make themselves single mothers because they didn't stay with these men that were lying, cheating, and mistreating them. Yeah, that's a crock of shit. I'm sorry, not
Right.
sorry.
I mean, we can have our problems like in our marriage, but I think like the kids, like that's different because now me, I have sons that are in college. I have a 19-year-old son, and like coming from a male parent, a parent of a male child, I wouldn't want my son to date a a a, a, a daughter with that mentality because I would
Hell
want
no.
somebody to be open, because of something that happened with her parents. I don't want her to have a bad idea about my son. He didn't get to show who he truly is, if that makes sense. It's like tarnishing them for the future, what's coming in their life. We're 40. We lived our life, all middle of it at least, but they shouldn't be tarnished because of the stuff that we went through. Like I would say, I wouldn't want my son to be disrespectful to women because they have seen me get in an argument with my spouse or something like that, and then they say now I hate all women. No, it don't work like that.
Right. Rebel, what's up, Rebel? What you got to say to Miss Scorpion Queen?
Just a couple quick. So, isn't it your job as the parent, as the mother, to protect your child from themselves, even when they're going to do something that might be damaging to themselves?
How is my child choosing not to be with a man and worrying about having children at 18, not protecting her from herself?
You just
It's already
condone
been
single
discussed about.
motherhood,
Yeah.
Say it
and
again.
all the stats show that single mother led households are a fucking disaster at the best.
Yes, a disaster, but I have a daughter in college and a son that's on the AB honor roll. Hmm. I guess
What does
I'm
that have to
doing
do with what
terribly
we're talking
then.
about?
I'll accept that then.
What, ma'am? I'm gonna ask you, and I
Man,
want you to be honest. The mentality that you're talking about right now, that you're talking about condoning, how has that worked for our community in the last 50 years? And be honest, has that worked? The plan that you're talking about doubling down on, has that
The
worked for
plan
our
that
people?
previously worked surely hasn't worked. Look at all the single mothers that came
No, no,
along.
no. I just asked you about the last 50 years.
The
The
last
plan
50
that you're
years,
talking about
the
is the one that
last
been,
50 years, the
yes.
plan that I have was not implemented. The plan we allowed men to tell us
What
that
was
we
that?
had to get married, that we had to have children, and that has not worked.
That wasn't the plan for the last 50 years. You know what the plan was for the last 50 years. And that wasn't it.
Hello, Herbie.
Right?
So what was the plan? Tell me the plan so I can
One
try to
second. My
understand it.
dad will let you go next, brother.
Oh no, I was going to say, can y'all hear me?
Single,
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, single mother home was the plan.
Oh, well, that didn't happen with me. I was married. My parents were
You're
married.
a single
My
mother.
grandparents were married. So
So a little
right, it
while
has
ago,
not
you was
worked.
using
Those
everybody.
women were
Uh,
miserable.
a little
Come
while
on
ago,
now.
the only thing you ever concentrated on was everything outside your house or what everybody else was doing. But now that I'm talking about what happened out there, now you go back to you. Come on.
On the outside, if you're saying that they promoted single parent, I know y'all men like to harp on about the women accepting welfare and all that kind of stuff. That didn't happen in my family. My parents were married. My
You back to
grandparents were
you.
married.
I didn't ask you about you. You see, you going back to you. I said the
No, you said the
community.
community. This is the community, the other generation. So please say the question so I can answer it plainly.
All right. Outside your family, how is the plan that you're talking about doing about promoting single motherhood? How has that benefited our community in the last 50 years?
Well,
Has
that's
it
where you're
helped or hurt it?
misunderstanding because I'm not promoting single motherhood. I don't want my children to really have children at all.
Or, or, but wait, if you said something about artificial insemination, that's
That's
not
my daughter's
single
choice.
parenthood?
That is my daughter's
That's not.
choice.
And what's mama job to tell her daughter?
My job is to protect her and to whatever
And
decision she
protect
is
and
going to
protecting her
make.
to tell the truth, right?
Yeah, that most men are not good. That you're going to have to
Okay.
sift through the
Okay.
shit to get to the
That's a bit
sugar.
Right.
dangerous.
So since mama was hurt, that means everybody else in the world after her daddy got to be a piece of shit, right?
Hey,
Did I say
That's what
that?
mama gonna tell.
but
Yes.
Scorpion Queen. You don't have to directly say it, but that's what you're insinuating. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was saying earlier. You're allowing your personal experience to affect how you view majority most men now. Like not because I had a bad experience with a woman means that I'm going to see all or most women or even fix my lips to say that most women are not good just because of a bad experience that I had. That's not a healthy way to think. And I'm not a parent, and I'm not telling you how you should or should not raise your children because that's not my place. And I don't tell people what they should or should not do with their children. But like, that's toxic to be like. I would tell my daughter that most men are good. Why are most men not good? Because I had a bad experience with your dad. So that's just gonna be so. Your dad is a large reflection of majority of men out here. I don't think so.
Have you not been reading the comments of women that's had bad experiences with
Man,
men? So I'm not
look,
talking
And look,
about
I can
just my
speak on
wait,
that.
experience. I'm
this is
talking
the
about
thing.
the
Look,
experience of the
Talk about.
community.
Most
no,
That
no,
the
no.
women,
women are going through
real quick,
over and over and over again. I'm just simply
M-
saying that
ma'am,
it's
let
not
me just,
beneficial for us to
ma'am,
focus on getting a man,
most women that's
being
in happily
pregnant,
married,
having kids.
most right, most women that's in happy marriages, they ain't got time for being on this bullshit. So of course you're gonna see a lot of bitter betties in the comments. Because they're at home by their damn self. And we both know a lot of single, angry women are best friends with single, angry women. So, yeah, of course
Scorpio,
they're going to pile up in here.
Miss
But
I
Scorpio,
that's
love
it's
it.
y'all
some dope
deflection.
men
It's
out here still.
hilarious.
It's some dope. It's some real dope
Like,
fly
yeah.
brothers that's really out here, and you just gotta. I mean, if you be lucky enough, you'll find. One to find
Lucky
you
if
if
you're
you're lucky.
lucky.
But they are
How
out
many
there.
dates do you have to go on? How many 90-day relationships do you have to go through before you find and get lucky to find
You
that
got
good
You're right.
relationship?
well,
Ma'am,
talking to
ma'am,
me.
you're right.
Okay, let Rebel go ahead, and then I want to give
I appreciate you telling your
Monte
story.
opportunity to speak.
okay,
Go
just
ahead,
real
Rebel.
quick. What was I going to say? Oh, so how lucky do you have to be? You're going to have to be very lucky. You're a 30, 40 something year old single mom who has a shit attitude. So it's going to take a while, right? And no, I'm just being real. Let's be real. She's a 40-year-old, slightly overweight, baby mama who's that
Come
has a
on,
distaste
rebel,
for men.
rebel, rebel, rebel.
No,
Don't
no,
be
no.
too
I'm being true.
disrespectful. No,
Baby,
you
his
can't be
What's not
the
respect?
opinions
What?
of
No, no,
You
no.
another
Real
can't say
quick.
man
that.
means
That's
What's not
nothing
true
very
to
about what
him.
I just
So he
disrespectful.
can
said?
say whatever he likes. It means
You can
absolutely
clearly see
nothing.
she's slightly overweight. She said she's
I'm
40.
heavily overweight. I love food.
She's
Take
heavily
myself out to eat
overweight.
all the time.
She's a single mom.
Single mom and
She's
loving it.
and she
Come
has a
on, what's wrong
disdain
with the
for
ego? Come
men.
on.
How many men are gonna want to sign up for that?
I got
And
99
then
of them in the inbox.
And when they get into a relationship with her, they're gonna have to pay for the past sins of her ex-husband. That's just reality, right?